I'd like to say thank you for coming here. We are the Mount St. Elias dancers, and we have come down from the Mount St. Elias. 18,008 feet, it's by the sea. The world's biggest glacier is right on this side of it. Everything comes big, maybe even the lion. But thank you for being here. And I'm not going to put on a long program because we're already an hour behind time. So I'm going to just let them go, and we'll go and describe to you some of the dances as they happen. Outside song is sung around on the outside building when you are invited to a different area. And on the day that they're going to have the potlatch here, then you surround the house and you sing your outside song and you pound on the house in order to let the people inside know that you are here and you're ready to dance. Chuggy on! Each clan have their own outside song and their own incoming song. You know, they're very proud of our heritage handed to us in 1955, and by a man who started it was Olaf Abraham. And then there was 4 more men with him. And he said, enough. It is enough that we are forbidden to speak our language, do our potlatches, and do the things that we have always done for thousands of years. They're very aggressive. And land ownership was the thing that was very high among our people. Now, all of our land is just about park services and Glacier Bay Nationals and Wrangell National Park. But we're very proud that we were the people who drove the Russians out of our community, and they never came back. They're over here. Go. The reason we use our spear song, it comes from the north, and we were having a boundary line. sometimes it means before the Europeans came here, but they didn't come here until 1741. That was the sail ashore Bering himself. But in the olden days, they used to have the old ladies come out because they wanted to be part of the reed, and they would bring them here and seat them. And they would sit right in the front, across. And it's known in our life as Kakos Yishawu. They'd sit there, and that's where they sing from. And I remember when our group started in 1955, the ladies used to sit to one side, the old ladies, and that's where they'd sing from. And it really impressed me that they could sing all night long and never sing the same song twice. So they bring them out, and they'd sit them there. And the young men would dance in back of them. Every time you are invited to a potlatch in a different community, the invitation was set out a year ahead of time. And he gave you 1 year to get your regalias finished, to get your food together, and to get your dances and songs together. And that's the way they told me the potlatch that was in Sitka in 1904, when the governor told us, well, you can't have any more dances, any more potlatches. And the Kagwantan went to him and asked him, can we have just one more? And he said yes. And this is where I heard the description from Marie. But the army scar, the sailor scarves that you see them use, there are 5 traditional sailor scarves, because that's what they traded for when the sailboats came in. So, at this hour, we would like to go into the next song. Okay. I'm sorry, it's called the Jumping Song, but we modified it a little bit by adding Michael Jackson Shuffle. One of the things I discovered After you let a young person know his name, his grandfather's name, and learn about his clan when they're young, you'll see that their eyes will start sparkling because they know who they are and they gain confidence in themselves. But then these dancers have been dancing, some of them from the time they were kindergarten. They've been with these dancers that long. And believe it or not, they can dance with their eyes closed. I'd like to try to demonstrate to you here on the round the dish. When you invite to the potluck, when the dish is brought out, as you see in the front there, then they have to get up and dance. And this is what's called a round the dish dance, been modified by being without eye work. Close your eyes. I often wondered, watching them grow up and watching them dance, what would happen if we had a free-for-all? Dance any way you feel, any way you want. So I'd like to try it. I just know that if we left them long enough, they wouldn't even get up anymore. However, when the northern people migrated down to Yakutat, two things amazed them. One is the amount of trees that we have in southeast Alaska, and the other one is how much it rains. It rained and it rained and it rained, and finally, I guess somebody decided he was going to have sunshine. And we have a song that is as we call our sunshine song, and we'd like to do it for you. See how it looks. Well, it's still raining. To get to Yakutat, one would have to travel by boat. However, the people from the interior used to come down the Dry Bay River and along the coast toward Yakutat. The next song we're going to do is the welcome song. And when people have walked a long way to come to your area, this is how we used to greet them up there. One thing you'll find about Yakutat is Mount Fairweather, which they have on the east side. On the other side of Yakutat is Mount St. Elias. They were married at one time, but they separated. That's why they're so far apart. But when the people started traveling into the interior, and when they came back down, some of them had left their sweethearts up there. And he wrote a song and said, I will walk right through that mountain to go back up there. My gosh, that looks like a stopper. Lost the schedule. Huh? Yeah. Go for it. Woo. Yeah. Ah. I never could figure out where the number 3 came from. A lot of things that the Clinkets do come in 3. When you're going to do something important, you have to fast for 3 days. And also, you have to bathe for 3 days in a creek, in the water. And when they give you the talking staff, you hit it on the floor 3 times. And so we are going to do our exit song, and I'd like to do it.